Previously, I published a video showing a hardware hack on a D-Link DIR-300 home router. I wanted to show you that an attacker with physical access and the right tools can get a shell, find the Wi-Fi password and even a vendor backdoor. Hi everybody, it's Rick-Cen and today we're breaking down my hardware hack on an old D-Link DIR-300 home router. The attacker picks up the hardware and unscrews two screws. The cover is opened and the printed circuit board, the PCB, is exposed. They find a promising group of pins, but only labeled as jumper 1. First, they use the multimeter to identify the ground pin. They quickly pinpoint the ground, which is crucial for all following steps. Next, our hacker connects the power supply, carefully measuring the voltage of the remaining pins. They now know which pin is ground and also the voltage levels. Then they attach a logic analyzer and fire up the logic analyzer software. With everything set up, they reconnect the power and recording the logical signals. Now comes the thrilling part. Our hacker becomes a digital Sherlock Holmes, interpreting those electrical signals displayed on the screen, which hints the device's communication protocol, which turns out to be UART. Next, our hacker reaches for an UART USB converter and connects it to the laptop. They open up a terminal, firing up Picocom, ready to interact with the target directly. Our hacker reconnects the power once more, and just like that, they get a printout of the bootloader over UART. Ultimately, the hacker is greeted with a command shell. First, the attacker lists all running processes on the system, piping it to the grep command, which searches only for the word host. Next, the attacker takes a look in this configuration file, in which the Wi-Fi password is stored in plain text. They proceed to explore the system's functionalities by examining its various folders holding the system's binaries, which offer insights into the target's capabilities and inner workings. During my investigation, I came across a telnet shell script which is loaded during the boot process. This script activates a telnet daemon, enabling remote access to the device via telnet. And here I discovered the creation of a user account named Alpha Networks, and interestingly, the script also references a variable which contains the password for the Alpha Networks user. And the password is stored in plain text, representing a severe security vulnerability. The question is, does it actually work? Well, let's find out. I booted up the router and connected to the LAN side. Let's open a telnet connection. We are prompted to log in and let's copy-paste the credentials. And we got a shell. Okay, what does this mean to your network? And at this point, I really hope nobody operates this hardware in an industrial or enterprise environment, because an adversary with root-level access to the router basically owns the device. They could perform a man-in-the-middle attack and redirect you to malicious websites or tamper with legitimate communications. They could add your router to a botnet army and perform DDoS attacks with it. Due to the weak security of this device, this router in particular could be part of the Mirai botnet, and the adversary could pivot from your router to other devices on your network. At this point, I would recommend you use strong passwords and upgrade the firmware, but this device has already reached end of life and doesn't meet today's security standards. If you still operate this router, you should consider replacing this hardware. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.